This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. And hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my pal Frank Nobilo. We are here in the wonderful state of Georgia, getting ready to kick off the round at East Lake Golf Club.
And what a great course it is too, Rich. Normally a par 72 for the members, but seeing we're going to play off the pros tee today, the 5th and the 10th hole, which are normally par 5s, will be reduced to par 4s, so a very strict par of 70.
Let's take it down to the tee. Excited to call all the action today out on the course for you. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Good swing, good shot yet again. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club. It's no snack, though.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Drops it, and he's at even par. Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Moving on now to the 11th, and another par 3. Frank, this one just under 200 yards.
Does play a little bit uphill, and really it's like a V-shaped green. Those 2 front bunkers really pitch the front of that green in. Hole actually gets a little easier the further the flag goes up the green. It's a little wider, and the chances of having an uphill putt increase.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. And he's made it onto the green now. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
And getting ready for the putt. This is a bogey attempt for Fowler. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, once you hit double to par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Most players will hit fairway woods or long irons off the tee on this downhill par 4. There's an overhanging tree and some deep rough on that left side of the fairway. That makes this hole really tough if you're coming in from the left side. The right center of the fairway, that's the ideal location, leaving a short iron to the green.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power to... That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
That's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Gonna need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
He'll need to be strong with this. Almost. Wow.
Well, I thought that'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
Now 2 to the good side. Three over for the day. Stout par 4 here at East Lake, the 13th. It's 476 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess the bad news is that's kind of an uncertain lie in that mulch.
Yeah, there's nothing really good about that. You'd rather it be in the rough.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
Just a pure strike, a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Third shot, looking for a good one. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Hello, everybody. I'm Rich Lerner, and beside me is my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Georgia getting ready to kick off the round here at East Lake Golf Club. It's been a permanent home to the Tour Championship since 2005. Golf course today set up as a par 70 for the professionals, usually a par 72 for the members. I'm excited to call all the action out on the course for you today. Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at Whistling Straits along Lake Michigan, Kohler, Wisconsin. And this golf course was first established in 1998. Frank, what are some of the key scoring holes out here?
Well, two of the par fives, the second hole and the 16th, probably give you the best chance really to reach those in two. And then there's a few short par fours really to look at, 6, 10 and 13. Actually, you could even throw 14 in that, would give you the best chance on those short fours. Pars are really tough, so just be very wary on those par threes.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. 645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, couldn't have done much better than that, and the eagle is looking very likely now. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just like that, now at 2 under. On a 7-footer. -2 for the day. Back to the action here at the 12th. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green. Too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's good work right there. Just a tap in.
It's no snack, though.
Didn't quite have the break on that medium-length putt right there. Standing over his birdie putt. Has the birdie and moves to 3 under par. So just a formality. Hard to be perfect in. That's a bogey. On to the 13th, and this par 4, Frank, they lovingly call cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a spot down the left side. Even where the rough isn't really such a bad line. Keep it down there, let everything kick to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. That's a long way away.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Not quite enough on that one, couple of feet short.
Yeah, hopefully he taps it in. Not his best, but hopefully it's just 2 putts.
Locked in on the read and the speed. How about that? 4 under par. Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. 2 under on the day. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Drivable par 4. Not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Step this one off at 30 feet. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Well, they don't come around too often. Opportunities for eagle. You want to seize it if you get the chance. This is a good one here.
Never looked like missing.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards, and it sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
You know, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here, because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Somehow that managed to miss the bunker, Frank.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand for sure.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
Should be safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think, you just ride a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Spieth has this for par. Four under on the day. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive. That club must have melted after that one.
That is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Shouldn't be a problem here.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
From about 8 feet. Now 8 under on the day. Clean this up with a tap. Now at 5 under for the round. The 17th now at Whistling Straits. And if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
This could be a good one. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Count it, that's a birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well in the red figures at 9 under for the round. Frank, quite a finishing hole, and that's as it should be. This is, after all, a major championship.
Well, you can see why Bubba Watson, Martin Keimer, Dustin Johnson have played well here. This finishing hole requires the long hitter's best tee shot, preferably just a little down the right side, because that's the safer side to be. I'm loving that balance.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Great way to finish off an approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot. This is a 9-footer. on fire right now. 7 under par. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.